Morning everyone. Today I want to talk to you about how you create your own personalised content creation plan. Okay, it's a Friday, windy Friday morning, and today we're talking about marketing. And I think this is a message really for all the people that want to be able to produce content on a frequent or recurring basis, but find it so hard. And you're always going to get the entrepreneurs who are just hugely extroverted, wealth dynamics, they're on the supporter scale. And if you haven't heard of wealth dynamics, it's an entrepreneur personality profiling test. It's really good to kind of understand the different types of entrepreneurs out there. So I recommend you have a look at it. I'll talk to you about it in more detail in another episode. But so supporters are extrovert. They're people that build networks. That's their flow. Build relationships. Whether that's to the masses through platforms like social media, or whether that's face to face or whatever. That's what they do. They open doors, build relationships. And those types of people will inevitably find that the process of getting content out there probably relatively easy because it's in their flow. Now they might not have the infrastructure to service all of that content, which is another matter altogether. I'll talk to you about, I think I've touched on it before already. I'll talk to you about my process for how I kind of make content creation a lot less labour intensive. Not just that, but the actual servicing of the content you create, how you engage, how you communicate with others. But today I'm trying to talk to people about those who are not naturally, a supporter or an extroverted entrepreneur who finds putting themselves out there easy. Now, I've known about the importance of this content creation for so long. Probably, no word of a lie, maybe 5 years plus I've known about needing to do this. I've always found a reason not to do it, an excuse. That's completely against my beliefs, but I'll hold my hands up in it when I fall into that trap. And the reason I fell into that trap is because I didn't want to do it. It wasn't in my flow. I'm a more naturally introverted character. Wealth dynamics, I come out as a lord, very analytical, numbers-based, problem solution finders, that type of person. But putting myself out there, I have talked on stages to, I think my record is about 1,000 school children, not quite a professional audience, but pretty brutal nonetheless. So I have done my big talks. I've done talks to kind of 200-300 people quite regularly, and I pride myself on pushing myself out of my comfort zone. But if I don't enjoy it, okay, you get the buzz when you've done it, feeling of accomplishment, but ultimately, I don't enjoy it. Some people live for that type of stuff. It's not me. And it's the same with content creation. And I've only just got around to it now. And that's why I've set myself this challenge. And I talked to you about goal setting in another episode, a past episode. I think it was to do with running, accountability and goals. But so look back on that one, it's quite a good message there. But the bottom line is you need something to hold yourself accountable to do it. And there's multiple ways you can do that. But this is why I'm doing this challenge of running every day for a year. And whilst I'm doing it, I'm going to record a daily vlog because it's easy to do. And I'm going to do another episode on multitasking and the do's and don'ts of it, because some people say never multitask, you can't focus on 2 things at once, and others say, oh, absolutely multitask, you get it all done. I sit somewhere in the middle. I completely agree. If it's something that needs mental focus, you should probably do it independent so it gets the focus it deserves. But if you're doing something that you can do on autopilot, like, be careful I say you're driving, not everybody can drive on autopilot, but you get the drift. I mean, when you've driven for a long time, you can talk to people, you can drive, you can make calls, all that sort of stuff, without having to think too much about driving. It's just kind of a habitual way of doing it. And the same with running for me. So I'm happy to do this vlog while I'm running, because I don't have to think when I'm running. And, I can think when I'm running, but I'd rather do something to get, 200% productivity, which is, using this time to get 2 things done rather than 1. So in certain instances it works, but I'll talk to you more about that in a future episode. So back to content creation. First and foremost, you need to look internally about you, and look if it's something that's alien to you or unnatural, you need to look at what's going to work for you. And like I said, there's so many different ways you can get content out there. There's the written word, there's audio, there's video, and you'll find one that you prefer. Now, the extroverted entrepreneurs might try and do all three, which is great, but you need to do something that's going to be sustainable. There's no point, it's like a diet, there's no point doing something for a few weeks and quitting. You need to commit to it to get the results, because I'm under no illusion that these 365 episodes minimum of this vlog I'm going to be putting out on a daily basis, to begin with, I'm going to think, nobody's looking at this, no one's watching it, I'm getting no engagement, but I'm going to stick with it. I'll give you my results, and it's a social experiment for me. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works, but I'm going to stick at it because that's what I've been told to do by people who are far better at this stuff than me. So the only way I'm going to be able to stick at it is if I integrate it habitually into my life. And I'll talk to you about habit tracking and how I habit track, in more detail again in another episode. But it's really important you integrate it into your daily life or your daily routine. Otherwise, you won't do it because it's against your flow. So I love, the running challenge I've set gives me the motivation to go and run. Because I'm out there running, I can do my vlog, no problem. It feels like it's integrated into my life. It's not a hassle. I don't have to go out of my way to do it. So that's why I do it. So what I want you to think about is, what is your daily lifestyle routine? What would be the best type of content that fits in with that? Do you like writing? If you're writing and you have a few minutes in the morning where you're just sitting in bed and you can freely write without the need to get up, write. If audio is better, record audio. There's loads of voice note software and stuff like that you can use and get it converted and get out there. Or if it's video, I personally like the video because when I get this repurposing processing down to a T, so I'm just running past someone again. Morning. And then it's going to be a case of if you use video, you can convert that content across all platforms. So you can get it transcribed into text. You can use the audio for audio, and you've got the video as well. Unless you do video, you can't hit all three of the main channels. So that's why I do video. And also, I'm not really, I know I'm ugly, I know what I look like. It doesn't really bother me too much. So I'm quite happy putting myself out there in that regard, where some people find it really difficult, and that's absolutely fine. But first, identify what's going to fit better with A, what you enjoy, and then B, your daily routine. And look at your routine, and if you don't know what it is, track it for a period of time. And I've got some really cool apps you can do that, time tracking apps, etc. that I'll talk to you about in more detail, and I'll put comments in this post, and I'll give you some feedback. But if you time track, you'll see how you spend your time, and then you can populate a routine that works with you based on energy levels and what you do. Excuse me, it's quite windy out here today. So try and work out what your routine is, and then look where is the best fit for how that content creation is going to fit into your diary, and time block it. Time blocking is another productivity habit I'll talk to you about in greater detail in another episode, but so powerful. If you find putting something out in your calendar holds you accountable, time blocking is one of the best productivity habits you can integrate into your daily life. So find that slot, block it out, and then have a platform, a notebook, or I do everything electronically, but some people prefer notes, some people prefer apps. Doesn't matter, but you need somewhere where you can add a couple of points down to your content plan every day. Otherwise, you'll run out of ideas really quickly. I've already got pretty much my content mapped out for the whole year, but every day I still add 1 or 2 lines to it, so I'm never out of ideas, and I move things around and prioritise them based on the order of what I want to deliver the content in. So, that takes me, as a daily habit, it takes me a couple of minutes a day just to dump. And there's other apps you can do, just like I've got an app called Just Press Record. I'll talk to you about that on an episode, but ultimately it's on my watch, it's on my phone. I just press it and it instantly starts recording and transcribes my recording. So if I've got an idea, I'm out and about, I just record it very quickly. It's saved in the cloud, and then I can sync it across automatically to my Asana platform into my content plan. So that type of automation is really, really cool. and it makes this stuff really easy. So, find, and also find, the third point is work out how frequently you want to post content. I'm doing it daily because it fits with my challenge. If I was only running twice a week, I'd produce a vlog twice a week. So that's how I've got to make it fit. And that's what you need to think about as well. So how frequent do you want to post content? And do you know what? If you're actually having to designate time and you can't, add this as a productivity hack to another daily event or weekly event you're doing, then start small. Try once a week and do it for X number of weeks before you then increase it twice a week, because you're more likely to sustain that. If you want to lose weight and you go to the gym, you go, I'm going to work out every day, and you start doing that straight off the bat, the high probability is you're going to quit. Whereas if you do it one day a week, you're much likely to be able to integrate that into your lifestyle better. And what I mean here is that I've talked to you about the magic 66 days. Research suggests it takes 66 days to integrate a new habit into your routine. If you stop before then, you'll lose it. If you last the 66 days, it should be into your habitual routine and much more likely to be able to maintain it. Sorry, I'm limping here, I'm running across cobbled ground again in my barefoot running shoes. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I want to talk about today. I don't think I've got anything else to add, but really, really understand your routine, understand what you love and what you don't love. Look at if you can somehow integrate content production with something else that happens that you don't have to think too much about in your daily routine. And just get out there and do it and commit for a minimum of 66 days. If you do that, it's highly likely it will stick. And hopefully let me hold you accountable. I'll be doing this every day. If I don't, you can give me all the abuse you want, socially, personally, whatever, because I don't quit. And I've been built that way. I'm so driven to achieve goals. And how this performs, I don't know. I'm committing to a minimum of a year. If it goes really well, people want me to continue, I'll continue. If it doesn't, I've done it for a year, tested the experiment, and I'll be able to evidence the results, which is going to be really cool for me. So that's all for me today. Hope it's been really useful. Really take what I've said into consideration, because it's something that thwarted me for nearly 5 years of my life. And finally, I feel that I managed to crack this problem and overcome it. But we'll see. I'm only a few weeks into this vlog, so let's see how we get on 6 months in the winter months and all that side of things, where challenges will be different that present themselves to me based on weather, temperature, all those